In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing another episode of House Flipper with a Garden Flipper DLC. Now you can see I cheated a little bit and got in early. I was inspired last night and I could not put the game down. I wanted to get a start. So I've got my little walkway here. I'm using blue and gray. This is the blue and gray build. That's what this the whole house is about blue and gray. So here's what the place looks like. What? Gravel. Oh, crud. Gravel coming back. I mean, at least none of my house got deleted, but there was gravel in the house. That's bogus. But yeah, this is what the house looks like when the sun's up. It's pretty nice and bright. At night, I mean, I prefer a darker house at night. It's just me. But we're talking about the outside. The inside's done. I think this is going to make me plaster it again. I already plastered, but there's a wall that isn't, and I think it's that wall right there. This goes all the way around. This is a large blue pebble stone, and it sparkles at night. It looks really cool. And it meets up here where you have a sanded path, and this is a perfect square of tiles around, not so perfect, but close to perfect square of sand. This is where my meditation area is going to be. I have to design it. I need to put some grasses around. I need to put a couple larger, what is it? The cone plants. There we go. I need a couple of these. They need to be smaller. Like, I think something like this size. Now, I'm going to do things that are shades of blue. I don't want anything that doesn't have a blue hue to it. It has to, green is a mixture of yellow and blue. Purple is an acceptable color. Of course, blue will be an acceptable color. Anything that blue is a base of that color. That's what I'm going to be going with. So I need to put maybe one here at the entrance with some decorative grasses around it. I'm thinking about doing a row of these right in front of the house. I kind of like that idea. And stopping right there. That's not bad. And then this one should be just like that. Symmetry is important with a modern garden. So we're gonna go with that for there. Those up there, and then I don't know if I want. I think I have an idea of something else I want. Go back to this conifers. Maybe not. I don't want a spreading bush. Oh my god, this thing must be huge by now. Holy tree. My god, no, that's way too big. When I saw the price, it just told me how big it was. If I didn't have those there, I'd make that a corner plant. I have another idea what I want to do for the corners. I'm going to go ahead and start laying this out. No, actually, I think I'm going to keep you guys with me. Let's go through this together. So we're going to go to decorations. And we're going to do a couple of the lanterns. But then I want the lanterns at the corners of the house, just about touching the house. That one. One right there. One as it turns here. And one that turns right there. I think I want to do surface. Now I'm going to go for the smaller. I don't want a square though, I want a circle. There we go. And tiny. Many. Biggest one I can get. I think I'll split the difference and do it there. I'm going to move those plants that I first put down, and then I'm going to drop them in the middle of that. Circle and circle. All right. Do I want to... I'm trying to figure out how to make this area interesting, and I don't think circles are going to work. I thought of standing like here in the middle and this trying to freehand a circle with a mouse, and it's just not going to work. It almost does. I mean, that could almost work, that motion I just did. But I jaunt out ever so slightly. Ah, see right there. See, then I know it's wrong. So let's go back to the squares again. Square, I'm going to do blue, many. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to split the difference. That. Now this might not be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be really... I'm not sure how much the game measures. I mean, my eye, I want it to be perfect. But I'm saying when I'm doing the competition, I don't know if the game is like, well, this is 1 millimeter off this way, so we're going to subtract this percentage because this didn't line up. I don't think it's that precise. Okay. Then we're going to go smallest and white. Now I'm just eyeballing this. I don't know if this is going to look any good, but I'm eyeballing. And it's going to look better at night. Be completely honest with you. Drop it there. These two in the middle don't matter, but I'm doing them anyways. Okay, now I'm going to go back to sand. Many. Get big. Oh, that's so bright. It's bright. Light. Bright light. It's looking good. It has potential. I don't think my squares are perfect. I'm trying to line it up. I can see where they're a little off, and it's making the whole thing a little off. I thought they were perfect. I mean, I did sit here and count them out. But if it's... I think the way the game... the space is here, I don't think it... Even if I did it perfect, it wasn't gonna... Or I thought I did it perfect. You can see it's just off just a little bit. Whoa, that's bright. Is that so bright because I'm layering and it's got blue, white, and then sand on top? Whoa, that is bright. I need to tone that down. How are we going to tone that down? We're going to tone that down with black. Let me see if I can get a single color. Surfaces, colored gravel, single colored gravel. I can do red. No. Colored gravel. I can do brick. Oh, the center. Well, no, I did say it's okay to have some color. To pop in a color as an accent. And in this case, this would be a extreme accent. Sometimes I think the placement is a little off because of the field of view. The field of view makes it feel a little bit off, even though it looks like it's going to be closer. Once you place it, you see that it's a little off. But this is cutting down that glare. Yeah, because that sand was a little bright. I mean, it's like, my gamma's too high. Brand Spartan meme. Oh, that's horrible. It's off. Oh, it's also raised up when I'm placing. That's part of the problem too. Because I'm placing gravel layer on top of gravel layer on top of gravel layer. See how it's floating? Oh, yeah, it's not even straight on now anymore. Yeah, so that's a problem that I didn't anticipate. It's okay. It's not perfect, but it is okay. But I do like the fact that, you know, the outside is serene. It's a, you know, it's lined up as it's gonna be in a game like this. And as you get to the center, it's a little more chaos. I'm trying to make myself feel better about the fact that I can't get this placed perfect. Let's try to get it smaller. Maybe that'll make it a little easier to... See, I'm placing... Right there. I want... That's closer. There we go. That line's not so bad. But you see how... Yeah, it's how you're... It's how you're facing is affecting placement as well. All right, I'm gonna stop trying to be so perfect. It's just not. And I mean, this square doesn't even line up perfectly. It comes to this corner, so there's already disorder in the whole thing. Look at that. I didn't do that. My placement wasn't that bad. Now it's just moving on its own. There's no way it wasn't that bad. The problem is I'd have to erase the whole thing to start over again. So we're just going to have to learn to live with it. All right. Furniture. There's a particular chair that I think will fit in here nicely. This one. Dark brown. American walnut. That's a grayish color. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you have to put yourself in the middle of chaos to find serenity. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but... Oh, yeah, there you go. Black and white. White and white? No, that's too much white. Black and gray. All right, that works. Okay, I want to get this placement Actually, I want this in the back. I know, when I'm trying to get symmetry and I'm pushing something on, you know, purposefully off to the side. It still has to, yeah, there you go. And it's mostly centered there. Perfect. Yeah, I think the field of view is also leading to my bad placement. I'll put it that way. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's as good as it could have been, which is driving me crazy. Light blue? Ooh, that's a nice color. That's a little too big for what I was thinking of doing. Okay, we got the fountains. Ooh, there we go. Buy now. That is huge, but it would be a focal point of your meditation. You stare at, you walk around, you get into your seat, and you stare at the, I wish there was a smaller version of that. How big is this? Oh my god, that's huge. That's ginormous. That's a good color. Buy many. I could hide some of my flaws with a few of these. It would definitely help. Actually, hold on. This needs to get turned. Pick this up. Because you want, this time I want the water facing the subject as you're meditating. This should be facing towards you. Place it there, bring it back in. For some reason. Okay, there we go. Kind of. Bring it forward so it's more in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. It needs the seated part. There you go. You want the subject right in the middle. I am not some kind of meditation guru, okay? All this is just off the top of my head. But if I was doing this and trying to figure out the proper feng shui, I would say that the meditative subject needs to be seated in such a position as they are in the center of the water sounds to give the best chance for the subject's mind to be free, using the sound of running water and the symmetry that surrounds you in the environment to heighten the endorphins in your brain so that you can focus on your inner self. I am speaking some serious crap here, and you guys should be astonished that it came out sounding as good as it did. All right, so decorative grasses. I want some tall grasses. By many. That on the corner. Kind of. Is that? Yeah, that works. And then around here. So as you get back to the center of serenity. I have no clue what I'm saying. Guys, I'm pulling this out of my butt. If you hadn't already figured that out, I am definitely pulling this out of my butt. Two. I don't know. This is just me freelancing here. Just trying and seeing what works. And unfortunately, if it doesn't work, I'm kind of SOL. Like the gravel. The gravel was okay, but it didn't work perfectly. But because I'd already done the placements, I really couldn't undo it. Let me put one more here. And then shift this over a little bit. okay. Like I said, it's not perfect. Right from the beginning, I said that the square isn't perfect, and since you're off-centered from the square, the whole thing isn't perfect. But maybe being too perfect could be part of the problem. Stop trying to be perfect and just make it work. I'm gonna put. See, I think that the walls of the house are going to be a gray color. And with that in mind, I would like to have the garden bring out as much color as possible. The decorative grasses to bring out a pop of color. There we go. Sweet. And then on this outside of the serene area, we'll do a different color. So as you transition into the back of the house, you reach optimum serenity. Once again, I have no clue what I'm saying. Do not listen to me. And yes, to be perfectly modern, I should have is the same number of those other plants over here, but there's not a space for them on this side, so I choose not to. Like I said, this is a organized chaos that leads to off-centered serenity. Okay, the inside of the house turns out is looking a lot better than the outside of the house. How about that? You know, stop trying to pull your leg and BS you. The inside of the house looks a lot better than the outside of the house. I can see that. All right, in front of these, let's go with decorative grasses. I want something a little smaller. Oh, that's actually large. No, not that big. I want spread out, not high up in decorative grasses. I thought there was one that kind of a decorative grass that would spread more. Maybe this is it. There we go. Buy many. Oh, perfect. Not perfectly symmetrical, but and it's a little bit, it's like it's gonna be a border that goes all the way around. Come on. Oh, maybe because I'm standing there. Oh, okay, cool. Let's say this should fit. These blue ones have been overlapping really nicely. And the whole point is trying to get the best value for my house from the modern garden. Now, I'm not going to expand the gravel area out. This is supposed to be like an edging, like the gravel's meeting the grass, and the grass is they're kind of like in symbiosis. Yes, I'm just pulling out big words to make myself sound smarter than I actually am. But that's not bad. It's interesting. I like there's like a a pop of color behind the blue. That's not bad. No, I don't want to break this area up. But I do think yeah, I do think that works well. Now I do need a little bit more furniture for the outside. Furniture. I think is there a blue? I don't think there is a blue. White with dark gray? No, white with gray. Dark gray. And then we'll turn it this way. Kind of sunk into the house there for a second. That's kind of weird. And then we'll do the right corner. White with gray. Gray bottom, white top. Gray bottom, white. Whoop. Gray bottom, white top. Buy now. Bought the wrong one. I need the right hand, not a left hand. White and gray. Gray and white. Exactly wrong. Gray and white. There we go. That's wrong. Wrong color gray. Is there... Did I add a different color? Let's see. Gray and white. Dark gray and white. There we go. Okay. And they don't want to marry up to each other. All right. In that case, I will do... I wasn't going to do the middle one, but I guess I will do a middle one. Dark gray and white. Buy now. I don't know if they don't want to marry up together because they're sitting on tiles. And the tiles are not letting them... Well, that one married up pretty well. Let's see if this one will let me get a little closer. There we go. So you can come here and sit. I wish I could push it closer to the house, but it's not going to let me. So we got a little sitting area. You've got your meditation area. You've got a nice splash of white, yellow. It's not bad. Now I need some lighting real quick. So outside, decorations, lamps. And I really like these solar balls from last time. So I think I'm going to reuse them. Oh, I wanted to get it. Okay, that's not bad. Kind of like the orb. The orb is right in front of the lantern. It's kind of a nice look. Oh, too bad you couldn't actually stick it right in the water. That would be a nice thing. So, do I want any lights actually around the meditation area? Is there another... Oh. Get it at a 45 angle right to the back. That's interesting. So it will shine its light on the ground on each, right behind each of the fountains. Try to get at the 45. Oh, I like, it's a real soft light too. Oh, nice. Those are harsher, but they're meant to light up a bigger area. This is just to light up the path around. Oh, very, very nice. I need to figure out which wall needs to get plastered. And then I need to plant these, and I'll probably put some more grasses around them, and then paint the house. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll bring you guys back in just a moment. I have to show you this place at night. I didn't even know it, but these grasses, they have a blue hue. They pick up the light and they reflect a blue color. It's a Christmas miracle. It just worked out. It's perfect. So I went ahead and put some white gravel. It's really sparkly. It's really nice up front. And put a light source between two, every 2 plants there's an extra light source. I painted the house a dark blue color. I like the contrast between the dark blue and the light blue with a little bit of yellow, which gives you that green, hence the green right here. Blue, yellow makes green. Come around the house. This is lit really well. This looks really good. And look how blue that looks right there. That's just like natural. I don't know why that's picking up a blue hue, but it's awesome. It's almost like a neon effect. And it's better here than it is back there. And I don't know why it looks better out here than it does out there. This kind of stops abruptly. I think that's part of an issue. I think if I could redo this, I would do this a little differently, but I still like the fact that that's in the garden. This is on the edge of the garden. The two are mixing, and then it creates green. Yellow, blue, and green into the lawn. It's supposed to be symmetry. It's supposed to be motion. I don't know if it's working, but that's how I'm putting it. So one more look around the house. Oh, there's a couple things I've actually forgot to do in the house. Let me take care of those really quick. Installations. Radiator, buy now. Is it the curtains that are stopping me? I bet it's the curtains that are stopping me. All right, I can put it right here behind. Don't tell me you don't like it because there's at least a heat source. I mean, come on. Buy now. And then, I don't know if the kitchen needs one, but I'm going to be on the safe side. Buy now. I mean, there's one right there. I don't think I need another one that close. The bathroom has a radiator, so let's get a couple radiators put in. Whoops. The radiator installations by now. And we'll do one more out here. This has been a good build. I don't know if I'm going to keep the same idea going where I start doing someplace and maybe like, next time it might be a red, a red and another color build if it catches my eye. I'm not sure. This one it's just screaming at me blue and gray. Oh, and I put a couple globes behind here just to set this light up. It makes the house light up pretty nicely as well. I like it. Like I said, I'm still thinking of moving here. But if it wasn't for the fact that I'd be able to sell to a new buyer, I probably would live here. But I like it. I'll actually take it one back. There's something missing real quick. Decorative grasses. That one, the blue one, buy now. There needs to be a plant here. Okay, that's better. Because like it comes to this corner and it's like there's a break. This is like the break. I'm okay with that. And actually there probably needs to be one more right here. the symmetry isn't perfect. I know, but I wanted to bring it to the two edges. And I need some... I don't know if I'm going to turn them on, but the house needs some lighting on the front too. Decoration lamps. Can you put these on a wall? Or are they... Oh, they're on the ground, huh? Oh, interesting lighting effect. Actually, sell that one. Gray. Buy many. 1, 2. Just that little touch of reddish orange hue. I like that. It's a play. Yes, that looks... the lighting's just not enough though. I like the idea, but I don't think the execution went well. Let's just do these. That's better. Yeah, it's a nice soft glow right on top. Yep, I like it. I know it, and frames are getting hit because of all the lighting and the shadows and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, man. I learned my lesson. The game's not going to give me pictures. I need to take my own. Oh, with the red sky, the sun rising. That's actually really nice. Oh, darn it. Actually, wasn't taking photos there. Let's get back here and take this. I lost the red sky. Oh, well. And then let's get a few photos on the inside. I mean, I'm glad they've got a built-in system for taking these kind of pictures. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Enough playing around. Let's try to sell the house. Let's see what happens. Smith the house for a garden. Definitely the... Ooh. Now it costs $100 to participate. Okay. A little bit better than last time. I've got 4 stars in plant selection, so I need to figure out my plant selection. Professional, well-lit, practical, lots of plants. Plant selection, so it wants me to get more plants. But that's still a new record, and instead of 44.5, I've got 45%. So I'm off by 5%, and it's that 1 star in plant selection. So I need to figure out that plant selection, but that's huge. Okay, that's huge in this. Okay, put up for auction. Up to 80,000 already. Oh my God. 84, 84, 84, 85. Come on, get up to that 90, 89, 89, hit 90, 92,000. I knew she was the one I was targeting because she was number 1. Okay. 58,000 what I spend on it. It costs 5,000 to renovate. Is renovation, does the money that you spend on the garden count toward renovation costs? Because my renovation cost earlier was really low, and my furniture bought versus furniture sold were really close and never really changed. So I think that the garden is part of the renovation cost. Yes, I think so. Extra profit from garden competition, 41,000 extra profit. Woo! I mean, I'm spending a lot, but I am making a huge killing. $67,000. All right, let's go ahead and shift enter, and let's push her up another. I want to make an even 10. Or as close to an even 70,000. And then shift enter again. Hey, can I get an extra 2011? Okay, my loss. 70,910 from a single house, and it cost me $60,000. I can't say more than doubled. Because that's not, well, no, I got my 58,000. See, that's where I was looking at this wrong. And I was watching another YouTuber, and they were thinking the same thing. This doesn't look right. I spent this, no, what we have to think about is, I got my house price back. I got all $58,000 back. The house sold for 92. So she paid me 92, which means you take my 58 out of the 92, and most of my the extra profit came from the garden. And then you have to take away what you spent to fix the place up. And in the end, I made $70,000, and that's over the asking price. Over the asking price. That's how I was looking at it incorrect. So accept the offer. Oh yeah, new achievement, Artistic Soul. And that's this game really helps bring that out. I have $170,000 in the bank, and I still have another house now, like I said, that house is one that I just did recent, and I really don't want to do the same house again, but I might have to. Just to clear it, I'll hold on to it for now. But to clear it off, I think I want to go for a new office. See, it still said walls plastered 96%. It's like one wall wasn't plastered someplace. Everything's been painted. I'm wondering if there is an interior wall that wasn't plastered. Something like on the inside of a door or inside of a window or something. Some kind of odd door. I don't know. Odd wall. Someplace, somewhere. But yeah, that worked. That looked out really nice. God, that's an amazing amount of profit. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We need to get another place. Almost only a garden. That is a huge lot with a tiny little shack. I don't want to live there. I turned that one into a garden, a food garden, actual go for the farm type garden in that one. Home Admin Legends. This one, it's got a nice large bedroom with it has ginormous TV in it, and then several monitors underneath. It's got another, not as big. I think the TV in the bedroom is actually bigger than the TV out in the living room. But there's this large open living room area with an open kitchen off to the one side and a desk. I might live there. Once I've cleaned it up, there's not much I have to do to make this place my new forever home. The outside needs a lot of work. It looks horrible on the outside. But I like the paint, the blue paint on the inside. I just finished using blue, this dark blue color that I happen to like. It's basically I'm buying my new office. I just have to clean it up. And we're going to go ahead and buy it. I'm going to stay here for now, but that's going to be our new office. And that's probably where we're going to end up working on, is getting our new office looked at. With that in mind, I can't put my office up for even the garden competition until I'm ready to sell it. Now, my place isn't going to win any awards. It is a bad mixture. I don't have any hardware. I guess I'll go modern, and I'm going to get a really poor score from it. See, I can't turn on these lights for some reason. But yeah, it's not going to fit the American theme. It's not going to fit... like I said, it's a mishmash of different gardens. And it probably, at best, I'll get 5%. I could try to redo it and try to get a better score, but nah. Now I am thinking about, because you get all your money back when you sell these pictures. I think I will do that though, because it's just leaving these for a buyer to come in. It's not gonna help the. Not that photos don't raise the value of a property, but those photos cost a lot more than regular photos, and the price would be, it would hurt from that. If I go into the store and I go to decorations, pictures, I can just put regular old photos up here, and when I go to sell the place, they're a lot cheaper than the pictures that I made, because one of them was like $500 or $600 just for a single print. And at that price, yeah, I'm better off just putting these generic photos out and remaking those larger photos for myself later on. Man, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I think that's good enough right there. A few photos on the wall, some pictures, some plants around. So next episode, we will start working on my new office. I've been Critical. This has been House Flipper with the Garden Flipper DLC. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.